Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to take a second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Virgo out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Virgo, get in where you fit in, but please don't force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Virgo? Virgo. All right, Virgo, you're starting out with the Star card in reverse. You have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and you have the King of Swords. Very interesting. All right, so I feel like you're dealing with a situation that is very unbalanced here. I feel like it's causing your emotions to kind of be on a roller coaster. It's kind of up and down. With the Nine of Wands in the reverse, part of that roller coaster is that you want to work things out with this person, but at the same time, you're exhausted. Whatever this situation is that's so unbalanced has really brought you to the point of exhaustion, and sometimes you feel like just giving up on it entirely. Now, with the King of Swords, I see that there is going to be some very honest communication that's going to come from your side with regard to this. And I also feel like you are doing your best to get honest with yourself as well. Be careful with this communication because it does indicate that your words might be a little cutting at the worst, and at best it could be that you are, really making head over heart type of decisions here, and that you're leaving your emotions out of it, which could cause a little harshness. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Virgo's energy. All right, the person in your energy has the Ten of Cups in the reverse. We have the Fool. You could be dealing with a Pisces, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so this person that's in your energy wants a new beginning with you, or a beginning period. I do feel like this is somebody who is unhappy with the current situation, the way things are right now. And I also feel like this is somebody who may have been choosing other things over this connection at some point, or perhaps just burying their feelings and their emotions. But regardless, this person wants this new beginning. They want to take a risk. They want to jump out there off of that ledge and have this new beginning with you. They're going to communicate that with you. There's some sort of storm that this person has gone through that is now in the past, but it's still affecting them a little bit in some manner. So this person is going to communicate with you about this new beginning, and they're also going to talk to you about whatever this storm has been. Because while the storm is behind them, it's still affecting them in some manner, whatever that was. They could live at a distance from you. Let me see the energy between Virgo and this person. Show me the energy between Virgo and this person. All right, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. So you both have feelings and emotions, but you're both holding back from this. There's almost a sense here of both of you feeling like this is kind of a dangerous proposition, this connection. But they're going to go for it. Let me see. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection, please. Justice in the reverse. More of this unbalanced energy. Very unbalanced. There could be legal issues that's affecting your connection as well. Yeah, that's... For some of you, there's definitely something legal here, but for others of you, it's just entirely unbalanced. But I can tell that the two of you have fought over this. Let me see. Show me the outcome for Virgo. Four of Swords. Taking a break, pulling back, resting. It looks like there's some communication. It's hard for me to tell if this non-communication is current or after some sort of a discussion, but we'll clarify to find out. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy. And this tells me that this hasn't turned out the way either of you thought this was going to. Yeah, something here had some snap to it. I'll have to look into it deeper when I do the clarification. But I feel like there's an energy here of you being very playful, and somebody got hurt in the process. So you could be dealing with a Libra, by the way. Let me see. Spirit, show me why the Star card is in reverse. Show me the Star card in reverse for Virgo. The Hangman and the Queen of Wands. All right, so you're showing up in this energy, Virgo, of being, highly attractive, very charismatic. You likely have a lot of people that are interested in you. What's causing your emotions to kind of be all over the place is this waiting energy. You feel like you're suspended. You're having to wait. I'm wondering if this person is trying to come out of a marriage or another relationship, and maybe they were trying to bring you in as a third party. We'll see. If that's the case, then that's where this imbalance is coming from. What's creating the emotional ups and downs is this waiting energy, though. So let me see. Show me the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Show me the Nine of Wands reverse. Oh, are you questioning if this person is a player? Yeah, Knight of Wands reversed and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're not moving forward. Nothing here is moving forward until whatever this justice or balance is put into place. This caused arguments between the two of you, and that's why you're not talking anymore. You're exhausted from something. You're tired of fighting this battle, I can tell you that. I still can't quite put the full picture together. Let me see the King of Swords. Now, for some of you, this is a legal battle, and you've hired an attorney because you were tired of waiting for something here from this person. King of Swords can sometimes be an attorney. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Wands. So you've experienced some deep loss in your life here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But this is also bringing in stability. So these two cards are like contradicting one another. So that tells me that for a lot of you, there's some sort of a legal process that's going on with this person. There's been fights. The two of you have been, at each other, both of you thinking that you were right. There's been a little bit of unwillingness to see the other person's point of view. You're looking at this person as being a player, keeping you stuck. You're tired of feeling stuck. You're tired of fighting with this person. You're tired of the battles. It's been a bit of an emotional up and down. So either they tried to make you a third party and you're waiting for them to actually be divorced or to be free to be in a connection. Or this is somebody that you were married to or in a long-standing connection, and now you are becoming single. Regardless, I see you becoming very truthful about the situation. There's a loss that has to be incurred in order for stability to come into your life, in order for a reason to celebrate. And if this is somebody that, it could be you that's been in another connection. The cards are not being as clear as I would like for them to be. Queen of Pentacles reverse, that's your energy. That's Virgo energy. So I feel like you have experienced a deep loss. You've come to terms with it. And now you're moving forward with stability, or that's your desire. Let me look at this person's energy. Show me the Ten of Cups in reverse. Show me the Ten of Cups in reverse. somebody who buries their emotions. There's a lack of stability in their life. They might feel that they're not supported very well by, close friends or family. Oh, the Tower and the Two of Wands. So this person's gone through a Tower moment in their life. And it has to do with feeling as if the love has drained out of their emotions. See, this person, well, and you do too, you both view this connection as being something that's dangerous to be engaged in. But I will tell you that this person is making plans. They're making plans because they're unhappy with the situation as it is. What kind of plans? Well, there's a new beginning that's happening. This person is wanting to take a risk. So into some sort of a new beginning. But they're currently going through a Tower moment with regard to this connection. There's emotions here, but neither of you are expressing or sharing those emotions. Let me see the Fool. Show me the Fool. There's that Four of Swords. Now here it's in the reverse, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. So I will tell you this, stability is extremely important to both of you, but more so for this person in your energy. This is somebody who is very guarded, but they're going to tell you, look, I am ready for a new beginning. I'm ready to take that risk. But it's somehow associated with an injustice, or it's associated with a legal suit. I will tell you, this person, they're holding on to their money. So I don't know if you're engaged in some kind of legal dispute over money, because I see the two of you arguing with one another. And this person, there's been a lack of communication, and they are actually approaching you. I don't see you approaching them. For some of you, I can see that you've had an ending with this person, and you're now already with somebody else. It could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You already accepted this loss. You're no longer talking with this person. They just literally wore down any emotions that you would have with them. And I feel like you don't trust this person. So some of you accepted this loss. You were waiting for somebody new to come into your energy, which did happen. And you may be engaged in another connection. Some of you in a full-blown relationship. Now, this person is showing back up after a period of not talking with you. And they're communicating here, but they're communicating in a very guarded way about taking a risk, having this new beginning. But it just doesn't seem like it's associated with you. There could be something legal if you were married to this person or in some sort of legal battle with them. There could be something that's unresolved legally that's holding them back, perhaps, from having this new beginning. Let me see the Eight of Wands. Because when they start talking, they're talking to you after a period of silence, and it's designed to make movement, to change things. Why is the Eight of Wands here for the person in Virgo's energy? Oh, they're being sneaky. Be careful. Be careful. Seven of Swords. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords reversed. We have the Seven of Swords. So whatever this situation is, it's going to escalate. It's going to escalate because this person is being sneaky, okay? They're acting like they're unbothered, that they're not worried. But the truth of it is that they are worried, and they're also carrying some sort of a grudge. They're basically saying that, Virgo, you did them dirty. You did them wrong. And they're holding on to a grudge. And they're gonna come towards you. So this looks to be somebody you've been involved with somehow in the past, possibly married to. There's some sort of legal issue between the two of you, or something here that needs to be cleared up. Whatever was creating this imbalance in the connection, it also created a lot of emotional upheaval for you, and I feel like you were waiting for this person to come forward with their feelings, but this relationship became a situation that it almost was dangerous to like expose your feelings in this connection. So you were waiting for this person to do just that, to expose their feelings in order for this to, solidify. I feel like they did not. When you didn't, when you held back, it caused a tower moment for them. They chose to move in another direction. And I do feel like there's been a lack of communication, but yet there was unresolved business between the two of you that you're just tired of dealing with, quite honestly. You feel this person created an injustice against you. They feel the same. They're guarded. They're carrying a grudge. So let me look at, but I will tell you, they are going to come towards you. They're going to communicate here, but they're going to be very guarded in what they say because there's still something that they're hiding here with this Seven of Swords. They're acting totally unbothered, but the fact of it is something is going on in their life that's creating upheaval. All right, so let me look at the energy between Virgo and this person. And it looks like you may have already moved on, Virgo. Yeah, you have. Ace of Pentacles. You've moved on. You either have some sort of a financial, influx of a strong financial beginning, or you have a new beginning with this person that's in your energy here, and it's very stable. It's something very stable. It's what you were waiting for. It's somebody you're passionate about, somebody you're very attracted to. And so you kind of turned your feelings off for this person based upon their behavior, and then you've got something new started. So again, I get that message that exposing your feelings to this person you felt was risky. It was dangerous. Now, this person that's in your energy, they could be having a financial, some sort of a financial tower moment. But there's also this energy of them being very unhappy, feeling as if nobody is supporting them, that they don't have the support of close friends or family, that they're just kind of out here on their own. They could be traveling, actually. But this person has experienced a deep loss. There's something that happened within their family of origin that makes this person view love as being dangerous, as being risky. But they feel the loss of this connection, I can tell you. There was an ending here, and this person is basically saying, Virgo, that you were out playing the field, that this loss occurred, this ending occurred because you were not loyal to them, is what this is saying. So let me see Justice, and I'm not saying that, I'm saying that's their viewpoint. Show me Justice in reverse. Now, for some of you, this is a legal issue. If not, it's just an imbalance between the two of you where both of you feel that you're right and both of you feel that the other person has wronged them in some manner. There's a lot of black and white thinking. It's, it's very polarized. All right, we have the Star card in reverse. That was your first card out. And then we have the Magician in the reverse. So yeah, this didn't turn out the way you had hoped it would. It didn't turn out the way they thought it was going to. And you're both in agreement about that. But you both feel somehow victimized by the other person. You may feel this person was a player, that they kept you stuck in this relationship, even though you were trying to move it towards something better. You finally just got tired of trying to be the person to resolve all the problems, to work everything out. And at some point you just said, I give up. I give up. You're not going to do right, so I give up. Meanwhile, this person in your energy, there's something new that is started in their energy here. And they're very guarded about it. They don't want you to know. It's either started or it's something that they want to begin. It's something that they feel risky, but that could even be a relationship because we know that this person sees love as being risky. It hasn't completely manifested. Why? Well, because there's unresolved business between you and this person. there's either legal issues or there's something that's unresolved between the two of you. So be careful, because this person is going to come in, and I see them coming in a very deceptive and manipulative way. And it could be regarding money. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. For some of you, this person's trying to fund something that they're investing in, or fund, some new venture of some sort, new relationship or a new venture of some sort. And they need to resolve this with you in order for that to manifest. Let me see your outcome, because I feel like you've kind of moved on. Show me the outcome for Virgo. Temperance. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's going to come in, Virgo, after not talking to you for a while. They're going to put a complete reversal on that, and they're coming in to talk with you. But they're coming in manipulative and in a deceptive energy. They're acting like they're unbothered. They're acting like nothing is going on in their life, but they're hiding that from you. They're acting like they want to, put some effort into working this out. However, they're not offering anything of substance here. For some of you, this definitely has to do with money. Yeah. And I also feel like this person could be telling you, no, there's nobody new, and there's nobody new, there's nobody I'm involved with. But remember, this person is being deceptive and manipulating. So, yeah, there's some sort of storm going on in this person's life. And it has to do with a new beginning that they feel is risky, but that could be anything. But they're not going to be telling you the truth. They will be acting like they want to work things out. If it's financial, they're going to be offering you way less than what you deserve. And they're justifying this by saying, well, you did me wrong. I'm the victim here. Now, in your energy, you just want to balance everything out. You just want to move forward in a manner that is stable, emotionally stable. You're basically saying, I accept the loss. I take the loss. Some of you, if it's legal, you've hired an attorney to represent you. But you're basically saying, this is done. This is over. I just want to heal. I just want to move forward. And you may have somebody else in your energy, because I see this new beginning. This could be a financial new beginning that you need this money for, or it could just simply be a new beginning with somebody, maybe even an air sign or Sagittarius. Regardless, you have definite intentions of marrying this person, or at least up leveling that connection. So I don't feel like whatever this person is offering you, I don't feel like it's something you're interested in. You feel like they're shortchanging you, basically. But at the end of the day, you may even take the loss in order to move forward with your life. And then there's going to be absolutely no more communication between you and this person. So take it as it resonates for you, but I do feel like this is, whatever this person is offering you out of the blue here, it's not what you think is proper. Yeah. But neither of you want to argue anymore. So I feel like you are being guarded and guided by, angelic presence. So Spirit is watching over you. Oh yeah. Look at that. Page of Cups. You've moved on. You have somebody new in your life here, Virgo. So this person, there's just some unfinished business. And for some of you, it's legal. For others, it's something else. But whatever it is, this person is holding on to it as tight as they can. And you're just basically saying, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. There's nothing you're going to offer me. I'll take a loss, but I'm moving on from this. And you're definitely being guided to do so. There is someone new in your life. You don't want to be with this person any longer. And you are recognizing that they are being very deceptive here. So I feel like you can't trust anything they say. All right, let's pull an oracle card. Pulling for Virgo. Yeah, especially if you're dealing with something that is legal, Virgo, be very careful, okay? Because this person is being deceitful. All right, and look at that. See, I told you, you have a new partner. A chance meeting is no mistake. It's divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. Yeah, whatever this new connection is very stable. It's very healing for you as well. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you've resonated with this reading, Virgo, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, know that you are loved, Virgo, and namaste.